another screen. Will it interfere?
Yes.
Yes. So the YouTube, the first things first, you would need, David, you would need to switch off the sound, not to have any echo, and then the YouTube also will come in with 15-second delay. David, you would need to switch off the sound. It is actually highly advisable to switch off that YouTube stream. You can see yourself, but it will be a bit distracting.
Okay, no problem. I'll switch it off.
Disturbing.
Okay. Yep.
Obtrusive. Beautiful English one. Good evening, everybody. We have a special guest, Mr. David Hastings from the UK. David?
Thank you very much. Delighted to be here.
Welcome. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, my name is David Hastings. I live in the northeast of England. I live between the cities of Durham and Newcastle, about halfway. And I've been doing domaining as a hobby for probably nearly 20 years now. I have a marine background. I went to sea when I was 16. I managed to get blown off a ship when I was 23, so I couldn't go back to sea. And I ended up running a nutrition business, and then I ended up working for the marine insurance company that paid my medical claim. So I don't know whether they thought they would try and get some of their money back, but they actually kept me on for 20 years. And I retired 8 years ago. And so I do a lot of fundraising for the lifeboats, as you can see from the banner behind me. I've been an Our Life fundraiser for 40 years. And yeah, I'm enjoying retirement and having fun with the domain names as well.
David, how can you get blown off the ship? Was it a large one or a little?
It was actually the largest merchant ship ever built in Britain.
Really?
It was 330,000 tons, and that won't mean anything to most people. So imagine a ship that is the length of 3 football pitches, and the beam or the width of the ship was the length of 3 cricket pitches, and the deck was the height above the sea, the equivalent of 3 double-decker buses. So pretty big. And gas leaks somewhere where it shouldn't have done. So the first thing you do when you smell gas, you switch everything off. Unfortunately, the gas had got into contact boxes. So when they switched the pumps off, the sparks jumped across the contacts. Contact box exploded, the whole room exploded, and the fireball came out into a big passageway that ran to the middle of the accommodation block. And I was in the passageway. And the fireball blew me 50 feet down the deck, over the railing at the side of the ship. And the fireball went straight out. I went down 50 feet to the sea. And that's what saved my life.
And how did they find you?
Well, thankfully, somebody saw me going overboard. There was a very strong current running. I was drifting away from the ship very rapidly. And the life jacket kept me afloat. They got the lifeboat down in 3 minutes, which is amazingly fast for a ship's lifeboat. But even so, by the time they found me, I was half a mile away. So they put me in the lifeboat. They got me back to the ship. They got me to the hospital. We were actually off the island of Aruba in the Caribbean. And thankfully for me, the doctor on casualty at 4 o'clock in the morning just happened to have been trained at the 3rd best burns unit in the world. And that's actually the hospital I ended up in, which was in Houston.
Okay, and how do you get into the domains?
I honestly can't remember. I'm very curious about all sorts of things. And whether it's domain names, whether it's number plates, whether it's knowledge, and I don't know. I guess I'll just start playing around one day, and I just got fascinated by the domain name. I think the first one I bought, the first one I sold, I registered like everybody. I registered a whole heap of junk. First 6 months, absolute junk. But there was one good name I did get in there, and it was in the days before all the companies had all the computing power to grab the names the millisecond they expired. And that name was boatloan.com. And I knew the second I got it that it was a good name. It was about the only good name I got in that first 6 months. The rest were complete and utter junk. So I started getting inquiries from companies that offer loans for boats, particularly in Florida. And I had no idea what to do. So I ended up organising an informal auction.
Which year was it?
2001, 2, something like that, I would think, probably.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, well, let's organise an auction and let's just sort of play off one against the other and see if we can whittle down the number of companies interested. And so that's what I did. And I got down to the final 2. And I said, okay, right, put in your best and final bids. We're not going to have a bidding war here. Just whatever you're going to offer, the one who offers the highest gets it. And the company that won it had the .net and they had the plural. So by getting mine, they got the singular and the .com. And interestingly, I think there's a name on the list that I've sent you. Well, I'll tell you that story a bit later, but it comes back to that particular domain name. So I didn't know what I was doing. I sold it for $11,500, and my wife was quite used to me being on the computer all the time. And when I suddenly walked in and sort of said, "Well, you know, it's going to be $11,500 coming into the bank," took a slightly different viewpoint of what I was doing.
And you've met, of course, Adam and Sam.
I haven't met Sam, but we've talked. Well, I've been in the background when Sam's been talking. So yes, I've talked to Adam a few times. Yes,
quite a few times.
Sam, and you've met David quite often at Clubhouse.
Yeah, I'm sure. Before that, I've sold him domains on Domain Law. I remember that email address. Yeah, because I used to sell a lot. Going back years ago, I used to sell a lot. That was my main. I was catching the domains and then I was just flipping them on Domain Law. It was a completely different model back then. And if you want to build up, you know, a revenue stream, that's what you can do. You just catch the domains and then flip them on Domain Law, get whatever they're going for on Domain Law, and then rinse and repeat. You know, that's what I used to do. But I still drop catch domains now, but there's not as many as there used to be. There's not as many good ones dropping, you know. But yeah.
Well, for you 3, not so much me, I'm going to put some names in the private chat that you guys would like to catch. They are 3 and 2-letter co.uk's that are dropping soon.
We will. Okay. Let us see these ones, and then
that's just a little tip because David likes to be in all this stuff. Those are dropping shortly.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Here you go. I'll show them to everybody. Otherwise, it is not fair.
No, I wanted them to go to everybody anyway.
gu.co.uk is dropping.
Yep.
Wow.
LLGU. Oh, these LLLs should be yours. Sam, are these yours? Are these your names? You kind of renewed them at the very last moment, no?
They're not my names. And funny enough, Nominat's changed.
LFC.
Nominat's changed the way
it...
that you renew your domains now, right? So even if you're a tag hold member, you can't renew your domains at the last minute. What majority of domainers did is they used to renew their domains on the last day. Yeah. You can't do that anymore, right? So there's been instances, I think it was last year, I forgot to renew a name and I couldn't renew it. They wouldn't allow me to renew it. It just dropped. It had to drop. They forced it to drop. Now you have to renew the name like several days in advance, and it's a new rule. You can't just but basically people had big portfolio owners had scripts in place that used to renew their best names just before midnight when it was going to drop. Now you can't do that anymore. And I think they're going to change it again. They're going to change it where you have to renew it well in advance. So if you're going to renew your names, you may as well just have them on auto renew. It's just, I think all it is to save money. But, you know, if you're a tag holder, you get a credit limit anyway, you know. but
Well,
it's just
here's
annoying.
5 more that just expired today, and we'll see if they get renewed. Those are past expiry date. Those other
Okay.
5. I keep a
Okay.
close eye on all this stuff, and I've set some interesting trends up today where I'm attacking CCTLD databases and doing something interesting. So I'll give you an
Oh,
example,
very
Helmets.
yes, yes.
Can one person change the value of a domain name? And I think the answer to that is yes, because in the last 24 hours, I've registered all the remaining 3-letter .cas. There's none left. And I'm going to heat the markets up in some other areas quite a bit as well.
Wow. Quick question to the British folks. So to British folk, Sam and David, out of these ones, is LFC Liverpool Football Club?
Yeah.
That's what it
So
could.
so whoever watches, if you guys could explain what is the Liverpool
Right,
Football
so
Club for British?
that domain, I just checked it out. That domain will get renewed because I know who owns it.
Well, it expired February the 26th, so don't call them and see if you can get a shot at it.
Yeah, he'll renew it he'll renew it as late as possible. That's the problem. That's what the majority of people do.
So what do you say? What is more valuable, LFC or GU? 2-letter one or 3-letter? But Liverpool.
I'd
Football
say
Club.
the 2-letter because he's had that since 2019 and he hasn't sold it yet.
Okay, so good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another domain name live stream. We have 2 domain name professionals, Mr. Adam Dickham from Canada and Sam Charles from the United Kingdom, and a very special guest, experienced domainer David Hastings, whose portfolio consists of around 1,200 domains. Am I correct?
Yeah.
And today we'll have the stream. We'll have the stream in 3 parts. First part, we will review the domains, around 50 domains that have been submitted by David. I have put them already visibly. I have prepared the links. They'll be shared with you as well. None, Adam nor Sam, have seen them. After that, we will. The second part is, of course, we'll stay with David all the time, and we will see what domains have prepared Adam as expiring or dropped domains. Yes.
Yeah, I have a good list of available names that people can register right now, and a good list of dropping names that are available as well.
And then the third part, as always, please start asking your questions. I will scroll back to the very top and from the very beginning, and I'll ask your questions as they were asked to our experts, and they will answer your questions. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Even it doesn't matter how simple these questions are. Don't be ashamed. Just ask them and get your answer. Okay, so here is a link. Here is one link, and I'll put it in the private chat as well. I've made this link very short, bit.ly, and then /D goes for David, and then Hastings. And I will share. You can connect there.
Yeah.
Okay. This will make things easier. Okay, and we will be reviewing the domain names. Okay. Now they should be there. Yes. Sam is gone. Okay, no problem. Adam, what do you think of the list?
So I like the list. I have looked at names similar. I think the list is really good. I think there are quite a few really valuable names in the list, and some that have a lot of value as well, like some that you wouldn't think. Obviously, squash.co.uk is good. I know David strongly believes in his 1066, but I think the most strong name on that list is probably Roman Blinds. And then if I had to look after that, I would look at something like 1066 would be second, and then some of the 3-letter ones he's got, like CBR and NTH.co.uk. I like Squash, and I like Forward, the number 4 WD. Car Alarms is great. There's a lot of them that are here that are pretty good. But for me, the top name on the list as far as quick evaluation is probably Roman Blinds.
Sam, what about you? When having a quick look.
I'm just having a quick look. Car alarms, forward. So a look. CBR, good one. NTH. Squash, obviously, squash.co.uk. Leaflet printing's a good one.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, is it a COUK leaflet printing?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because we don't call it leaflet printing here.
Tinted.co.uk is a good one as well. Yeah. Yes, there's loads of good ones in here. And obviously for the .coms, Adam will probably know what's better on the .com side of things.
So shall we start with 1066?
Yeah, and I believe David has a good story about that one, if I recall.
David?
Okay, so 1066 has a number of different meanings in different countries.
Okay.
Okay, so I understand from somebody in India that it is the emergency number for one of the main hospital groups in India. More importantly, in China, most of the websites are in numbers rather than in letters. And every number has a meaning, and every combination of numbers has a meaning. And I understand that 1066 means repeated good fortune in business. Which is why I stopped counting when I had over 250 offers for that name. It's well over 300 now. But in the UK, 1066 is an example of an instantly recognizable name that, so 1066, if you ask school children in the UK, what are the 3 most famous years in English history? They will tell you 1966, which is when England won the World Cup. 1666, which was the Great Fire of London. And 1066, which was the Battle of Hastings. And as you can see, my surname is Hastings. And so when I say my email address is david@1066.com, it's quite easy to remember.
Adam, Sam, what would you say? How would you evaluate that name, 1066?
I'll let Sam take a shot at it since he's from the UK, and then I'll value it based on everything that I know about it.
Yeah, 1066 is more. It's probably going to be a high value name, just going by the Chinese that buy these number domains, and obviously, you could price it up. You could get 6-7 figures, but that's just me taking a guess there.
How would you price it?
Is that still Sam?
Yes, Sam.
How would I price it? If
Yes.
it was mine, I'd price it in the 6-figure range. It depends. Like what offers you're getting and how many offers you've had. If you've had 250 offers, what ranges they've been in, and it depends what you want. But I know these number ones, especially the number.coms, they can go for a lot of money. But I've never owned any, but I've seen a lot of people sell them for large amounts of money.
Adam, what about you?
So, I mean, I know a lot of history of it, but I have to look at it 2 ways. I have to look at it as what's it worth as a numeric domain, just by itself without knowing the history, but also knowing that there's a lot behind it that if somebody went to buy it, they would probably want to buy it for that reason because it's got a lot of the history behind it. So if I was just looking at it a 4 number domain primarily on its own without any knowledge, I'd say it's about a $50,000 to $75,000 domain name. But knowing the history that I do, I would say it's probably more in the 200 to 250K range based on everything that it means and it stands for. Yeah.
Have you ever sold NNNs foreign, Adam?
Myself, no.
Yes.
No, I've let some drop. I've done all kinds of things with them, but I have not sold them. I was never concentrating on numbers. I should have been, because there's only 10 combinations of numbers versus letters. It has 26, but I never really concentrated on numbers unless I found something that I specifically wanted, like my area code or something that really meant something to me. So no, I've never paid them the attention they probably deserve.
David, what offers do you get for this domain name?
We are in 6 figures, yes.
In 6 figures already.
Yep.
Are there any returning offers? People prepared to do some crazy stuff as they wanted? No?
Yes, but they don't want to go that high.
That's crazy. Sam, how is the number 1234.co.uk?
It's okay, but those type of names just don't really sell in the UK space. 1234 might be a good one to a company, yeah, because it's obviously 1234. But I haven't sold. Well, I've only sold a few of these type of names like that, like 1982 and all those kind of ones, because it means something to a company or it's someone's date of birth, of year of birth. But I've only ever sold like 1 or 2 of them.
Okay.
So I can't really say about that. Like that particular one, if I got an offer on it and it was a good offer, I'd probably just take it and sell it. That's
Adam,
my opinion.
why Roman blinds?
I just think it has the most potential for being a product / service it can generate. I mean, there's no question in my mind as I just look at some facts on it that a business could set up a business on this domain names. I know somebody who bought blinds. Actually, it was Mark Ostrovsky, the gentleman who sold business.com, and I believe now he runs a very successful business on blinds. Roman Blinds itself has 135,000 searches a month at $2.77. It's a good business. Curtains are pretty much gone here in Canada, so it's blinds, and there's different types of blinds. So I think it's a really good business, and there's quite a few companies that would be interested in purchasing that domain name. So for me, that's the way I look at it: is would a business be able to set up on a domain name? Would it be able to run a business? The answer is yes. So right away, that domain becomes a really good high seller. It's a com for me, so it's more traffic than, let's say, a CO UK with Roman Blinds. So I just think it's a great name out of this list. But I like car alarms too, obviously. Actually, I know somebody who may be interested in caralarms.co.uk, David. I just thought of him now.
Oh,
He owns car alarms or something like that.com. So maybe he'd be interested in that one as well.
and what could be the price?
For what, car alarms?
Yes.
It's between Eddie and David. I don't know what I would price it at, but if I had to pick, it's at least a $20,000 to $25,000 name. Because again, it's targeting an exact business.
Sam, what do you think?
Well, for the Roman branch, yeah, it's a good name. I'm sure I've had a few of those type of names before. I've sold quite a few blind ones. I think I sold blindsdirect.co.uk and I'm sure I had Roman-blinds.co.uk at some point. But yeah, good domain name. But I'm not too sure how I'd price it. It's because it's the .com, isn't it? Yeah, I'd price it probably 5 to 10k, maybe something like that.
That's in pounds. Yes.
Yeah, that's in UK pounds. Yeah.
Yes, 10, 15. That's now you said 5 to 10. That's around $15,000.
Yeah, around that. Yeah. But it all depends how much you purchased it for as well. You know, obviously, if you purchased it for a lot of money, then I'd price it higher. But, you know, I'm just going by if you bought it for a good price, then sell it around that price.
David, what is Giovanni Rossi?
Okay, so this is a first name, last name type of domain name.
Yes.
If you look on LinkedIn, there are 1,000 professionals with that name.
Oh, okay.
So it gives a better chance of finding a potential end user if there's 1,000 professionals on LinkedIn. I mean, not all of them have their photograph, so not all of them will be using their LinkedIn profile seriously. But for the ones who are, it gives a greater market to reach out to.
And have you been approaching them?
Not yet. I spend a lot of time in my fundraising, and I need to. I'm as guilty as probably a lot of other people at not doing outbounding.
+1. We both need a lifeboat.
David, maybe if you make that page in Italian, you'll sell it quicker.
Yeah.
Okay, David, what is dog cooling mat? Are there products like that?
So I had a dog a couple of years ago, and it was very hot during the summer. And you can buy cooling mats for dogs, which you put in the car, and they got like a sort of gel inside them, and it basically helps the dog to cool down. So yes, it is an actual product.
And it has a ton of searches, 40,500 a month at 74 cents a click. So it's definitely, it looks like kind of a bath mat, cooling mat, where it has gel and things inside it to help them. You know, they have the icy packs and the cold packs for you when you get a backache. I think that's what it is.
That's awesome. Or in hot weather.
Yeah.
And they work too.
Yeah, but they'll still get a sunburn. They'll be cool, but boy, they'll need the solar cane later.
Sam, how do you like the 3-letter ones that got you case?
Yeah, they're good. You just got to get the right buyer for them.
You have yes. Sorry.
For us, we have a big company called CBR Richards, but I don't know if they're in the UK, so I was just looking to see. They're a real estate company or something here in the US. Oh, it's CBRE Richards. But yeah, there's a lot of companies with CBR.
I've got loads of 3letter.UKs if anyone wants to buy any. Just contact me. I'm shifting. Well, I'm not shifting them, but I'm just getting rid of them. And some of them are quite good, actually.
Okay, there is a champion in letters. Baton Rouge Emergency Dentist.com.
Okay, so why I put this one in, so when you try and go for the sort of top level keywords like dentist or roofing, they're going to be really, especially for the more popular cities, they're going to be really hard to get hold of. But if you go for some of the sub keywords, you can still get good traffic or you know, that they have good search volume, but they're not quite so keenly sought after. So I have quite a lot of emergency dentists. Why I put this one in is it's getting 100 visitors a month. So there must be a few people who need help with their teeth in Baton Rouge, I would guess. But I have some of the more major cities with the emergency dentist. I think Austin was the latest one I've just got. Austin emergency dentist.
But didn't you sell one as well? Have you sold any emergency dentist ones?
Not in the last 6 months, I don't think, but I'll have a look.
Okay. So what else?
Okay, so one that you might wonder about, because it probably means nothing to everybody on this call, is ISPS code.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I have a marine background, and I think it's important when you are looking for domain names, if you are looking for domain names in the industry that you are in or you have knowledge about, then you are more likely to find names that other people won't recognize. So I would suggest that most people would walk past that ISPS code and not even because they wouldn't know what it meant, and therefore it apparently had no value. Okay, so the ISPS code is the International Ship and Port Security Code, and it's used by every single ship and every single port in the whole world. So if you're a consultant, consulting about security matters relating to ships, that would be a fantastic name, you know, to use as a brand.
Okay.
Some of the other ones I put in. So there's a 4-letter one there, COBH.
COBH. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So that is actually a geo name. There is a place called Cove. COBH is pronounced Cove.
Oh, very nice.
It is a major port in Ireland. All right. It is the largest cruise terminal in Ireland. And Cove was the last port of call of the Titanic.
In Ireland, they've got what? Dublin, Belfast, and then just sheep. Sorry, Irish.
I do like their music, though. I like the Irish music, so.
So why I got community presenter, obviously I am a community presenter for the RNLI. So I use that one. I actually have my profile on a couple of websites where people are looking for speakers, and the websites, the URLs themselves are quite long. So I suggest to people that if they just type in communitypresenter.com, they'll find my profile on one of the two websites.
There's a lot of other names in here that have a lot of value,
Absolutely,
good value.
yes.
Become Stronger is a really good positive two-word.
Yes.
Bradford Electrician, there's a Bradford in about 22 cities. Car alarms, we got the 3 and the 4 letters we've got. I like Cover the Windows. It goes right up there with the Roman blinds, but Cover the Windows is good. When I first got married and I had to buy drapes or whatever it was, curtains or blinds for the house, I was amazed. It was like $13,000-$14,000 I wasn't expecting for blinds, and I didn't have money back then, so it was a big shock. I just think I put a towel over my bedroom window so I could sleep. So Cover the Blind is good. Let's see, essential oils. Anything with essential oils is especially strong, and they sell well.
So I've got about 6 of the top 10 flavors of essential oils.
But you're not supposed to eat them; just smell them, David.
I know.
Scents, not flavors. So that's good. London Arbitration is a great name for a lawyer and arbitration firm.
Okay, it goes beyond that, because London Arbitration, again, it comes back to my marine background. London and New York are the 2 top arbitration centers in the world for marine arbitration. I couldn't get New York, but I've got London. And
lots of people I know have headaches. Managing migraines is good. Miami Recruitment is good. Newcastle Gym. These are all names. Most of them, I would say 80%, 85% are names that somebody with a domain education would have bought, and somebody without it would never have bought some of these. So
why I went for Newcastle is that there's over 40 Newcastles around the world.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot. Even request a quotation. That could be for anything. You could build a software product online for quotes, and you could do all kinds of different quotes. So it's nice. Relaxed by the Ocean is a really good thing for a weekend hideaway on the beach. There's lots of things here. I don't know who the Plymouth Hoe is, but I'm sure she's busy.
Okay, so Plymouth Hoe. Plymouth Hoe is a very famous landmark outside Plymouth in the UK. So in 1588, when the Spanish Armada was coming up the Channel and going to attack England, it was it Sir Walter Raleigh, I think, was playing bowls. So the story goes, on Plymouth Hoe, and he insisted on finishing his game before he went out and attacked the Spanish Armada. So it's a well-known, it's a well-known landmark locally.
I'm looking at it now, looking at the pictures on Wikipedia. It's quite beautiful, actually. What I'd like to say, though, is that any names that somebody like this buys, and this is like 50 of your names that you chose out of a portfolio out of, what, 1,200 you said you had? These are good names. There's not many in here that are just duds like you would find with a newbie's portfolio. So the experience certainly helps. And you've got some in here that are gems.
Just to talk about sports boats. So this is just why I put this one in. It's to highlight the difference between the American language and
Yes.
English or European language. So we talked about boat loan earlier. So the American version is sportboats.com, and it's a boat broker in Florida. And I keep on getting misdirected emails where people can't spell his domain name. And one of the emails I got was a gentleman who was buying a boat from him, and he included the boat loan application, and he was getting his boat loan from boatloan.com, which was the company I'd sold the name to so many years ago.
Sports boats is a fantastic name.
Yeah, there's an old American Canadian joke, and it goes very simple. Whenever you're talking to somebody and you're bored with what they're saying, you say, or a girl you're talking to, you say, I'm going to go get, I got to pick up my speedboat at 11 or whatever it is. And then as soon as you mention the word speedboat, they forget about whatever they were talking about, and you're completely off the hook no matter what it is, because now they're only focused on why you're getting a speedboat. So try it in a conversation. You'll see it'll shut anything down. It works.
Sam, would you like to add something? And your mic is off, Sam.
I'm busy buying domains at the moment.
He's practicing for that piano in the background.
Yeah, I'm buying domains. More. What were we talking about?
Okay, so yes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Speedboats. See, I told you it works.
Yeah.
Sam needs a live boat as well. Okay, David, what can you tell us? So, what have you sold? Can you remember the last 2-3 domains you've sold, and for what prices? It would be interesting to hear.
Okay, so I've got a couple going through at the moment. Check Broken Links is the one that's been paid for at Dan, and I'm just waiting for the registrar. Unfortunately, the registrar is extremely slow, and it's going to take I would expect it probably takes 10 days to clear, but the buyer has paid. Sir Francis Drake, thank you. Apologies for the wrong person. Well done. It's so that one's going through. I sold that one very cheaply, but I got it very cheaply too. That one's gone for $950. I've also got K47.com going through. It's the Chinese buyer. So I many years ago, when you could hand register these, the 3 character names. I couldn't afford 3 letters, but I could afford 3 characters. But I tried to be selective in which ones I went for. So I usually went for either a letter and 2 numbers, or I went for 2 letters and a number, where the 2 letters meant something. So I have, for example, @8.com, but that's the country code for Austria. I have ZA2, which is the country code for South Africa. So K47 is going through. That one's $4,000. Let me just see what else I've been. What else have I sold? That's that one. And then I sold the first name, last name, which was Kevin Vargas. So that went at Afternick, 395. And
there must be a lot of Kevin Vargases. Yeah, over 1,000 of them.
yeah.
1,100 on LinkedIn.
And did you outreach
No.
the buyer? No.
All the first name, last names I've sold, they've all buy it now.
Okay.
Um,
They looked it up. They saw the price. They thought, okay,
yep.
it's mine, and that's it. Yes. Let's move on. Yes.
So London Dog Trainer was another one that I sold.
.com or .co.uk?
No, .com. So this actually went to one of the top dog trainers in the UK, who used to be up in Aberdeen or somewhere now, but is now down in London. So she bought it. So that was £390 for that one. So there's no huge sales, but London Dog Trainer I only had for about 8 months, and it was a hand registration. It was a dropping name.
Yes.
So I was quite happy with that. Burton Dentist was another one. So there's a Burton-on-Trent here in the UK.
Yes.
And you were right, Adam. This was the dentist one you were thinking about. So I hadn't realised that there were other Burtons. I was just focused on Burton-on-Trent in the UK. So I priced it in pounds, and it was £950. But it actually went to a Burton dentist in Michigan. And so they've got Burton Family Dentist MI or something.
Yeah.
Is their site. And so this was a much shorter version for their dentist site.
When you sold that name, was it like pulling teeth?
It was it was actually a buy it now, that one. That was another one.
There you go.
Incoming buy it now, yes.
Okay, so let us get then to the second part. We are 40 minutes in. Adam, what names are dropping? And then, please, for the watchers, please continue asking your questions. We will go through all of them in the third part.
So I've got about 20 names that have already dropped that are available for registration right now. Some of them obviously better than others. I'm going to give you some stats on some of them. Some of them I just like because they're brandable. GPScompanies.com, 2,400 searches a month, $8.22 a click, which is quite good. Subscriptionnewsletters.com, 2,400 searches a month, $6.43. And then if you want to get even more targeted, cybersecurity-newsletters.com, 12,000 searches a month at $10.55 a click. So that's a big one. Therapistfortrauma.com, 18,000 searches, $9 a click. Customers' Voices. This is good for like a feedback thing from customers. Customersvoices.com, 22,000 searches a month, $4.39.
Adam, quick question. Are these dropping or
no? They're available.
Expired?
You can go register them now.
So get your cards out and go.
$10, $9, whatever you pay.
Yes.
Here's another one that I'm not sure is good, but I like it just because of the way the world is going. Diversitybusinesses.com. Diversitybusinesses.com. And then here's one everybody has to love because we're all investors. Investorspitch.com. Investorspitch.com, 3,600 searches a month, $2.84 a click.
There are so many clubhouse rooms, investors pitches.
There you go. Sam, get it and sell it there. Shower door repairs, 2,400 searches a month, $5.37. One for the dogs, dogsanctuaries.com, 4,400 searches a month, $3.50. This is an interesting one. Appsfordating.com, 1,130 searches a month, $2.45. And for those of you that are old, I'm not looking at me in particular, albumcoverdesign.com is available. Album cover design. I know they're coming back out. Something I should have paid more attention to in high school. Typistservice.com. Typistservice.com. 18,000 searches a month, $2.27. Just a brandable. Nutritiousfacts.com. Nutritiousfacts.com. And then for those lazy bastards that just lie in the hot tub all day, hottubfinancing.com. 4,400 searches a month at $4.56. Couple more. Plug-in lights. Pluginlights.com, 8,100. That could be Christmas lights, could be anything. 8,100 searches a month. And then I've been looking at the Rocketbook. So I've been looking at these for a while, and they're going to come up strong. ErasableNotebook.com, 1,900 searches a month, 44 cents. Erasable notebook. Basically, you just take notes on it, and it automatically sends it to Google Drive, which is pretty cool. You don't have to waste books and books of paper like I do. The two that I'm saving, I'm deciding whether to give them away or not. They're so good, it's disgusting. One has 165,000 searches at $1.13. The other one has 301,000 searches at $1.14. I'm going to give them to you guys to go get. So good luck. You're going to have to be fast. Pajamasformen.com, pajamasforwomen.com. Huge traffic, spelled correctly. Pajamas for men, pajamas for women. I'll put them all in the private chat, and we can share those if you wanted to. First number is the monthly searches. Second number is the cost per click currently. Then I've got just a few that are expiring. I was too busy on the available names to pay attention to the expiring, so I just have a few for you. AIpresentations.com. So AI, like artificial intelligence, presentations.com. Pennystocksinvestment.com. Personalhometrainers.com, which is massive, CPC. For anybody who wants to build a keyword site, how about suggestedkeyword.com? If you want to upgrade your phone, how about phoneupgrader.com? And because I like articles so much, this one is articleresearch.com. That's like a whole business too in its own, articleresearch.com. Those are expiring. Those last 5 are not available yet, but they're expiring in the next few days. And I hope that gave you enough to look at. Everybody's typing, so I think that's a good thing.
Yes, and whoever has registered what, there is a little thing, just type it in. We'll put it on the screen and say, that's mine. David?
Yeah, there's
what
some
have
good
you
ones.
snatched?
He's a snatcher.
David is fast. I know. David?
Let's just hang on. Let's just check my inbox and see if I've actually got anything.
They've taken the money. That's it. That's their.
Yeah, the pajamas for men and women are both already gone. So
both gone.
Somebody snatched that up quick, and they are massive traffic. 165K for one, and I understand why women is 301K and men is 165K, because half of those men don't sleep in pajamas.
Sam, why are you smiling?
I haven't registered anything.
No. Okay.
Anyway.
David, what did you get?
I reckon David's just scanned the list and put it all through.
Hang on, let me find where. Okay, yes, I have got a few.
Here are the expiring ones. I'm just sending those in the private chat now.
Okay, so I got cybersecurity newsletters.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes,
12,000
nice.
searches at $11 a click.
Very nice. Yes.
And I got typist service.
Yeah,
okay,
I like that one too.
Investors pitch.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And pajamas for men.
So somebody else got pajamas for women, but a couple of great names. I'm going to bet it was probably Joe if she's on the call. She probably got the one for women, but we'll see.
Okay, and these are expiring ones. Yes.
Yeah, those are the ones that are expiring in the next couple of days.
Penny stock investors. So, nobody is...
Nobody's talking. They're all red typing.
Yes. Who has bought what?
And don't forget to look for the plurals on these things. So cybersecurity newsletters, cybersecurity newsletter, customers' voices, customers' voice, investors pitch, investors' pitches. Look for things that make sense. Somebody just got an erasable notebook. If you look that up, you're going to see it's a really cool product, and they're starting to come out and get more popular. They're just awesome. You write stuff down, you take notes like on a paper book, and it sends it all to your Google Drive, and then you can just start again. Oh, Joe did not get it, but she's there at least.
Okay, here we go. Erasable notebook. Was it erasable notebooks or was it? Oh, notebook. Yes.
Notebook,
Okay,
which
yes.
is good because people are going to look for one,
Yes.
not multiples.
No, Joe. What else did you get?
Well, she
This-
got one. She's got another one in the next window. She got therapist for trauma, I believe.
How do you know that?
It's in the comments.
Oh, it still hasn't. Okay. Yes. Okay. I did get therapy domain and pick up. Okay.
Shower door repairs. Yep.
Okay. Shower door repairs. Okay. Let's go. Very nice. So we'll give more time. Sam, and meanwhile, where have we lost you, buddy? Where are you yourself? Sam, are you buying some domains as well, but elsewhere?
No, I'm just checking domains. Checking expired domains.
You did a very nice video as well of expired domains.
Did I?
Yes. It is at the end, mom. It is at the end, mom. Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start doing some more, but I just haven't got around to it yet.
Okay.
How is the summit coming? Helmet?
Very, very slowly. Very, very slowly. Very, very slowly.
Yeah.
But it is getting there. It is getting there. Yes.
I think people underestimate how difficult it is to put on a conference.
It is. It is absolutely difficult. And you've got to push every day. Every day. And I made a decision. So I went actually to Latvia, to Latvian meetup. We organized the meetup in the Old Riga. And I made a decision that I will get Latvian webmasters from all around the world to this event. There are some big webmasters. I've got
So
yes.
So I just checked all the available domains, and only 4 are still available. So that means they're getting snapped up.
Oh.
They're just not talking yet.
Oh.
I'm just looking at the 4 that are still left.
So which ones are left, Adam?
The ones that are left are GPS companies, diversity businesses, apps for dating, and nutritious facts.
Nutrition facts, was it? Yes. Nutritious facts, yes.
Yeah.
Nutritious. Oh, nutritious facts. Not nutrition facts, but
No, nutritious. Still, it's a good brand.
yes. Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to digest nutritious facts?
Okay. Sam, you are buying domains. What have you sold? Where did the money come from? Come on.
I haven't sold anything.
Oh, come on. You are buying domains. It means
Yeah,
you
but I'm
have
not
sold
selling
something.
any. I'm not selling them. I just buy them.
Well,
No, it's been completely dead this month for me. The market's completely crashed on the UK. So just don't buy any UK domains. No, .com market is always booming on inquiries, but the UK market, no one wants to really spend much money at the moment.
okay.
I'm getting inquiries and offers, but not what I want.
Adam, how's your month?
So I'd say the month is pretty good. I just got a name, first name, last name offer today, and I'm going back and forth, just playing with the guy. His name is Geronimo Lopez, and I don't think that's his real name, but it must be because he wants the domain name. And I'm looking to see what name he used on the thing. I forget, but it was like something else. Regardless, we're just playing around. It's not a high sale name. I'm in a purchasing mode for the last few days. So I am, like I said before, one person can have a really good influence on a whole CCTLD or TLD or something like that. I've made sure that there's no more 3-letter .cas available. So I've picked up any remaining ones that there were over the last couple of days. And you can tell the reason that I have all these 2 and 3 letter co.uk's is because I'm scouring them as well. So I'm paying attention to everything and anything that's out there with certain TLDs. So I'm in a buying mood. I'm enjoying it. I don't know. I'm going to do some crazy stuff in the next 2 weeks with certain TLDs that I won't give away yet. But let's just say there won't be any left of a lot of certain CCTLDs shortly. And it could be 2, 3, or 4 letter ones. I've got some cool lists that I'll share with you next week.
Wow. Okay. So which CCTLDs are you attacking?
Well, I just finished with my .ca,
Yes.
but I'm not done with it yet, and I've got a bunch of other stuff that I'm going to do with. I don't want to give them away until I'm all done, but by next week I'll have finished scrounging around the troops and gathering up all the remaining soldiers that are left.
Very nice. Okay. That's I had a thought and just lost it. Oh, whoever is watching, so domainers, if you have clients who are into crypto, this is a very, very, very good time to approach them. Your leads who are in crypto, so crypto clients, this is a very, very good time to approach them. As many little cryptos, they are up 100%, 150%. Bitcoin is going up and everything is green and love is in the air and people are spending money. And my portfolio went up a bit as well. And I did some.
Just as you said that, I decided to look.
Yes.
Just as you said it, I decided to look, and I see BTC is at like 47.5 here in the US, but that tether always stays the same no matter how much I put into it.
It can even fall a penny.
Yeah. I honestly, people should have paid more attention to the Binance coin BNB when it came out, because that one's at 435 now. I mean, it's
BNB was absolutely crazy. Yes, and they did everything like out of the book. They were burning them, and they said that they are doing everything to decrease like the quantities of the coin and to push up the price. Okay, so shall we go to the questions then? Okay. Bang, 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 bang. Okay.
Jeffrey's comment. Jeffrey's right. He's when you get to Jeffrey's comments, you'll laugh.
Yes.
Do you guys purchase any blockchain domains?
Okay. Yes. Okay. So do you purchase any blockchain domains?
I do. I mean, I purchase blockchain domains, and I also purchase smart wallet domains, but not in the blockchain domains like he's mentioning here. I purchase them in the .com or the .ca or .co.uk markets, as in I own, I think, blockchain domains, .something or other. So yeah, I purchase them, but I don't buy anything like .crypto or whatever. I think like I said, I've only ever bought one. It was like, I think it's adamdicker.crypto, and I've never signed any of my wallet addresses to it. So it's been a year and a half, or a year since I've had it, so I wouldn't expect me to move on those.
David, what about you? Do you invest in crypto domains?
I think I perhaps have one or two, but to be quite honest, I don't really know what it's all about. So I try and stick to more what I know at least a tiny little bit about.
Sam, what about you?
No, I don't invest in them at all. I stay well away from all the crypto crap. .crypto, .this, .that. Yeah, I mean, it's blockchain domains. You know, I keep having people contact me and say they're the future. .com's going to be dead and blockchain's going to take over. It's all a load of rubbish. You know, it's because of the people that are buying these NFTs. They've got ETH domains and stuff. I don't know. I'm not really into it. You need to speak to someone that's into, like, you know, NFTs and stuff. They'll tell you that they're the best thing going, but not for me.
I think a lot of domainers that got into it are people that came in late to the domain industry, and then they decide to go over to blockchain. And a lot of domainers invested a lot of their money in crypto as well. So
Hmm.
they've seen the market go up and down. But I think to me, domains is very stable. I'm going to stay with my portfolio in domains and real estate and nothing else for now.
The latest crypto domain I actually bought to develop it. I've told several times on live stream that I'm quite bullish in one of the little little coins called Zenzo, Zenzo, and they are developers. They're a bunch of developers that they can't care less of advertising, pushing, hype, and all the good stuff. So the teams split up, and the website got lost. The domain was there, and they even couldn't care of keeping the website up. I kept buying those Zenzos. I kept buying 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, more. Now I have 75,000 Zenzos. That's 5 master nodes. Not much. It is like $1,000, a bit over. And of course, from my perspective, I want the coin to go up. It has got a good team. They are developing the coin. That's the coin for the gamers. It is a masternode coin. They've got several games released. They've got a great Discord channel, interesting community, several projects like swag, lots and lots of stuff. And then I purchased, and I said, look, I'll give you hosting. I'll put back that old website, zenzo.io. We'll give you a VPS or cloud hosting, anything. If you haven't got web developer, don't worry. I will assign my guy to you free of charge. He will rebuild the basis of your old website, and it will be back there. They said, nah, it will be back someday. So I bought zenzoforum.com. I put up a Zenzo forum. Yes. Started inviting people from Telegram and Discord. And after 2 or 3 days, Zenzo.io was back online. After long time, and nobody uses zenzoforum.com anymore. Well, that was mine. So, but if you are looking into coins, yes, that is an interesting coin. Egem and Zenzo, both undervalued. Okay, what do you guys think about domains ending in XYZ?
So I'll start first. I think they stink. I think they're a waste of money, and I don't like to sugarcoat my answers.
With all the respect to Che.
Sorry, cheveux, which means hair. I'm so in French. I'm so sorry, but I don't think they have any great meaning.
But they're selling like hotcakes.
on the reports.
Yes, they are.
All I see on the Twitter feed is whatever. I can't remember the name now, but just sold one for 50 grand, 60 grand. Oh no, 100 grand, and then it's like every week 50 grand, 20 grand, 100.
We call
grand.
that hype. That's what
and
we
I'm
call
like, it can't be possible. You know, why is there so much demand for XYZ? You know, maybe I'm wrong, but I know a lot of people have jumped on the bandwagon now and going, right, I'm not buying .coms, I'm buying XYZ. And I said, why are you buying XYZ? They said, yeah, because they're 89p on GoDaddy. I can buy 1,000 of them.
Sure, you can.
Good.
Yeah. You can.
Here you go.
You can buy
1,000.
Yeah,
you
but
can always buy
1,000.
You can always buy 1,000 of any junk you want, but it doesn't equate to one good name.
Yeah. Well, all I can say is XYZ is very popular at the moment for new domainers. If you go on Name Pros and have a look at how many people are trying to sell XYZs.
Yeah.
David, are you tempted?
If you look at the XYZs that are reportedly sold, they're all quality single keywords. The sad thing seems to be that the people jumping on the bandwagon are buying all sorts of rubbish. 2 or 3 keywords or words that don't make sense, and it's hard enough to sell .coms. So how can people? Why would somebody want to go for an XYZ? I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I don't have any, and I don't intend getting any.
So what I think I'm going to do now is based on David's comments, I'm going to go set up a for sale site, register a couple thousand of them, and call it buyrubbish.xyz as the marketplace. And I bet you people will come and buy it anyway.
Are you sure it hasn't already been taken, Adam?
And believe me, I wrote it down on my list of names. I'm going to look at it afterwards because it'll be so funny to just set up. That's what it is. It's just rubbish. Oh, it's a promo for $1. I can get it. I just have to do it. I just have to do it just for
That's
fun.
how cheap it is, you know. It's just
There, I got it for $1. Done. Buyrubbish.xyz will be my new sales site.
But you'll see other people selling XYZs for maybe like, I don't know, 4 to 5 to 6 grand, and they're going, oh, thank you so and so, that the one that sold it for 50 grand. Thank you for guiding me into XYZ. I've just recently registered this, and I only held it for 15 days, and I've sold it. And I'm thinking, Christ, are they all working together?
Into the fire they walk together. That's all. And so anybody who wants Buy Rubbish, it's for sale, 6 figures. Just got it for $1, but I'm pretty sure it's worth 50,000 based on the current stats. So lots of traffic. It's amazing. You'll love it.
You can report a sale after 15 days.
Yeah. No thanks. I could do what most people do. I could sell it to Sam for 50,000. Then we could both announce the sale of it for 50,000, and then it'd be great. And then I could just give him it back in crypto.
Okay, here is I had that. Are you doing mini talks? Joe, this will be Eat Drink Network. And yes, mostly coming in, talking, networking, and making new friends. Time flies very, very fast during these networking events, and you will not have a chance to, I don't know, to make. When you go to networking events during a day, you create relationship maximum with 10 people, maximum, not more. But yes, I do plan to have somebody from the London Council. Yes. And okay, Adam crashed the CA registry the other day.
That's true.
Is it true?
I did, yeah.
How?
I absolutely did, by buying a whole bunch of domain names. You can see I've sold my rubbish.xyz, and now I've got a new house. It's a castle in the background.
Okay.
There you go. I did actually crash the CA registry because I was buying quite a few names. So Jeffrey and a few others tried to use the whois, and it wouldn't work. So I don't know if it crashed. It just the whois wouldn't work for a few minutes.
Okay. You can't bring up crypto without bringing up blockchain domains? Is that a question?
It's a statement.
Yes.
You can't bring up crypto without bringing up blockchain. I mean, people believe in them. Listen, if people want to believe in blockchain domains and they invest in them, I hope it works out for them. It's just not something I'm going to put heavily in.
Blockchain doesn't need domains, especially blockchain domains.
But it sounds good. It's 2 good keywords together. So everybody thinks it's great. Like buying rubbish.
That's
Domains,
crypto,
yes.
Crypto takes over the world. Some people are invested into NFT and crypto so much, they're saying domain names won't be needed. It's all going to go on the blockchain.
They've been saying that for 12, 13 years already.
Yeah, that's it. I've heard that.
There'll be a new browser and a new internet, and everything's going to change.
Yeah, we won't have domain names. You won't need to type anything in.
Just press the monkey.
Yeah, you just.
Okay.
I invested in the ape coin. I got some ape coin.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I got it at quite cheap. They released it recently. It was $10. It started off at less than that, nearly $1, and then shot up to $13, and then it's sort of hovering between $12 now. But I think that's a good coin to invest.
Why?
At the price at the moment.
Why?
Because I see it going to about $30, $40 in the future, maximum, and then topping out.
Absolute
It's just
rubbish.
because what happens is they were the people with the apes were cashing out loads of money. Because
Absolute rubbish.
if you had an
Oh
ape, you can cash
my
out.
God.
It's $13.59 right now.
Yeah,
US.
yeah.
This is.
Haven't you got a bored ape?
If I ever needed to approach those people, or if I was among them, or they were my friends or colleagues, I would have to buy an ape to be in their network, and not in order to have that network, not to have that image, but just to be part of that network. That is a membership. That is a membership price. That's it. Nothing else.
Oh yeah, you got all the celebs have bought apes now. Bought a couple of the apes. You've got Justin Bieber bought an ape, and Madonna bought an ape, and
well, she looks like an ape.
Yes.
Hey, she's a material girl.
Sorry, I love Madonna. Sorry. Okay. Here's one. Eugene says, last week Adam assisted with 2 examples of email scripts via Google Docs. Were you able to send the additional email scripts via Google Docs?
So I haven't uploaded the document from last week. I'll update it before the weekend, and there'll be more notes on there. I've done a couple more already. I just have to add them to the Google Sheet. So check in by Friday. They'll be there.
So that was the last question. David, have you got any questions to Adam or Sam?
Well, if you were looking at that list one more time, which are the rubbish names?
Bang.
I have to open it up again. I closed it down. I got to be honest. I'm
Here
going back.
it is. Here it is.
Okay. So what's rubbish? I'll be honest. So what's rubbish on here? I'm not sure community presenter is rubbish. I'm just not sure what I would do with it. Glass writing board. Rubbish just means it's at the bottom 10% of this list for me. Lobster buffet I love. McEwen is a last name. I'll say that's on the bottom 10%. Nut gift basket is okay. Wooden play kitchen, I'll put it at the bottom 10%. The rest of them aren't bad. I mean, even testkit.org, not bad. I don't know how you'd ship. Oh, ship security would be, as in like a ship or a boat security. So that's okay. Room for tonight. I'm sure that's going to be a popular.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Long, but sounds great.
Yeah, I think a lot of them are good. I'll be honest with you. I just think that if they need too much explaining, then they're harder to sell because only you know what they are, like the ISP one. I know what it means because I Googled it, but I'm not sure it's an easy sell. But there's nothing here that's really rubbish. I got to be honest.
David, about room for tonight. Sorry, Adam, for interrupting.
No, go ahead.
Just look up maybe on Facebook. There are groups, room for tonight. Look it up on Facebook, please, and then sort the results by the groups.
I'm gonna say that if somebody went to a room for tonight, it would probably be the Plymouth Hoe, and she'd be sitting in reclining seats and relaxing by the ocean.
And checking where she can get her test kit.
And when you woke up in the morning, she would take your car. Take the car.
Well, the take the car one was actually
it's good.
It used to be owned by a ferry company, and it was their promo. Instead of just being a pedestrian on the ferry, take the car as well. So it was take the car. That was their promotional advertising.
So the slogan for our public transport here is take the TTC, which is Toronto Transit Commission. They put that everywhere, so you'll park the car. But take the car is a really good slogan for the gas companies.
Yes. Doing that property. What about ukulele lesson or lessons?
Lesson is good. Both are good for something like this because you want one lesson or more than one lesson. Ukulele lessons are good either way. Lesson or lessons.
Probably one of the things that I learned when I was working was that people can actually be quite lazy when it comes to the S. So my surname is Hastings, but I used to get so many emails, which was david.hasting at whatever, the company name. So I was organizing surveys on ships. So I actually asked the IT department to set up a new email address, which was simply survey. So although we were doing lots of surveys, because people were lazy and missing S's off, which meant that the email didn't come to my box, but went to the IT department, it was much easier just to have a single word survey in the singular. And, people always tended to get it right. So when it comes to plural, sometimes I'm a little bit hesitant, simply because sometimes people can be lazy with that extra S.
Around 8-9 years ago, I believe, I sold hasting.co.uk or .com on eBay. I think it was on eBay. All those funny places.
Yep.
Okay, thank you, everybody. And maybe now you would want to promote something, tell whoever should go and check what to be more effective domainer or a better person. Sam, you first. Any good discoveries?
Any good discoveries? Just be careful on what you register. If you're getting into the UK domains, don't go for .uk unless you really want a long-term investment, because the .co.uk is still the king of the UK at the moment. Majority of 99% of my leads are .co.uk, and probably 0.0.1 is .uk, because it's mainly because the end user just doesn't really get it. And funny enough, a lot of the domains that they're inquiring in, I haven't even registered the .uk now, so just goes to show you they want the .co.uk. But yeah, just be very careful on what you register, and don't register too many, because if you collate as many as I've got, then you'll have a massive renewal bill, and you've got to make sure you can pay for that. If not, you're in trouble. But yeah.
And those who are interested in .co.uk and .uk markets, so domain lore.uk, that would be great for .co.uk names. And .uk is flip.uk. Flip is absolutely awesome, and Colin will be returning to us very, very soon. Very soon. Maybe next time. We'll see. Okay, Adam, what about you? Your mic is off, Adam.
Most people, I would echo the sentiments of Sam and say register with knowledge and research, and don't register based on emotion, because domains are hard to sell, and if you have to explain them, a lot of times people won't get what they are. And the other thing that I've learned by talking to my doctor is replacing my morning coffee with green tea. I can lose up to 87% of what little joy I still have left in my life. So I'm keeping the coffee.
I love my coffee as well. David, and yours.
I think just be careful on your spellings, and be aware that different countries have different spellings for the same word. And the UK market is obviously a lot smaller than the American market. So, if you've got color with OR or color with OUR, and just make sure that you spell the names right. I've got Appaloosa for sale, and I realized after I registered it that I'd only got one P in it instead of two Ps. And Appaloosa is a type of expensive horse, and so you have to check your spelling and check it again and check it again. Otherwise, you can always make mistakes. But yeah, be aware of so if you have tire and tire. So if you've got a tire shop in the States, you'll want TIRE, whereas if you've got a tire shop in this country, you'll want TIRE. And if you try and don't put an American spelling with a .co.uk, because that won't work.
That's fabulous. Thank you, everybody. This was a great evening, Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, David, for joining.
Thank you very much.
This was brilliant. And of course, see you in August, David.
Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
David has registered. And yes.
I was going to say August. Is that when we're doing the next broadcast? That doesn't sound like next week.
No. David is coming to the main summit. Yes.
I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to see him and others.
And then see you all next week. So how is the Monday for you guys? So for Sam and Adam, and then I'll try to get Colin as well, of course.
Fine, I'm good.
Sam, what about you?
Yeah, should be all right. Yeah.
Yes. My wife will not kill me, but yeah, we are going on holidays. But yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'll be definitely on. I'll be definitely on.
You have a big family to take care of, so you better pay attention to your wife.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you, David. And
Thanks very much. Cheers.
have
Thank
a
you
great
all.
week, everybody.
Yeah,
Good.
cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.